The Democratic Alliance is protesting against alleged corruption under the ANC in the Eastern Cape. For more on this, I'm joined by the DA's Federal Council Chair, Ms. Helen Zille. Ms. Zille, a very good afternoon to you. You are out today as the party Nelson Mandela Bay and are calling for the resignation of Oscar Mabuyane. Tell us more.
Well, there's nothing alleged about the ANC's corruption in the Eastern Cape. And Oscar Mabuyane, the Premier here in the Western Cape, is alleged to have used money from the funeral of Winnie Madikizela Mandela, siphoned off from the municipality of Mbizana, in order to upgrade his house to the tune of hundreds of thousands of rands. And that is a complete and utter scandal. And along with one of his MECs, MEC Babalo Madikizela, it is a very, very serious crisis here. He came in as the Premier to clean up corruption, and now he's one of the key accused in corruption. And to steal from a funeral and memorial service is about as low as it is possible to go.
So tell us about your activities on the ground today. Where are you? What is your final destination? What are the messages that you're wanting to communicate?
We're in front of the public library and we're in front of City Hall, and it is really a big gathering here of the Democratic Alliance to say we've had enough of corruption, we've had enough of stealing money. Because when the ANC steals your money, they also close down a satellite police station in Warmer Township, and over 48 hours, 15 people were murdered there. And there isn't even a satellite police station that there was until recently when Bheki Cele closed it down. So that is what happens in poor communities when the money is stolen. There is no money left for basic services and no money left to protect the community after the ANC has stolen it all, or spent 7 million rand every year to protect one single VIP. The rest of the poor communities go without any protection at all. And that is a scandal, and it is the crisis that we're addressing here today.
As the Democratic Alliance, yes, you are shining the spotlight on corruption and specifically Nelson Mandela Bay right now today. But one of the other issues that you've also been focusing on is load shedding. Some of the election promises that you've made is that you are going to be keeping the lights on and ending load shedding. How do you plan to do that?
Well, we have to break Eskom's monopoly. Local governments have to reticulate energy, and national government is supposed to generate enough electricity. But Eskom has been so corrupt, and the national government has allowed it to fall into complete disrepair, so that Eskom cannot generate enough electricity, even in a recession, to keep the lights on. So we are demanding that in order to fulfill local government's job of reticulating energy, that we can buy energy from independent power producers, so that we don't have to use the corrupt monopoly of Eskom that has been brought to the ground by corrupt ANC cadres. We can actually get enough electricity because independent power producers can generate enough electricity to keep the lights on, and we demand the right to be able to buy that electricity so that we can reticulate it and do the job given to us under the Constitution.
These local government elections, issues of corruption have been focused on, issues of service delivery have been highlighted, but issues of race have also come to the fore. We just saw this past weekend the resignation of the campaign manager in Ekurhuleni, Mike Waters. He criticized the DA's decision to bring down those posters in Phoenix and has called or has called the action by the DA leadership as spineless treachery. What are your views on that and his reaction to your bringing down of those posters?
I don't comment on what my colleagues say, and we have moved to focus on the real election issues, which are the complete failure of service delivery everywhere that the ANC governs, and to give the undertaking that if the DA gets an overall majority, that is 50% plus one, we will bring clean, stable government to towns and cities.
I know you want to move on from this, and I will in just a moment. Was the putting up of those posters perhaps a misstep for the DA, in retrospect, in light of the furore that pursued after?
Everybody knows that that wasn't a decision of the DA to put up those posters. An individual has taken responsibility. No DA structures and no DA processes had seen those posters before they went up, and so it was not a DA decision. It was the decision of a single individual, and that has been addressed.
Ms. Helen Zille, thank you very much for your time today. That is Ms. Helen Zille of the Democratic Alliance. They are out in Nelson Mandela Bay today calling for the resignation of Premier Oscar Mabuyane on charges or allegations of corruption regarding the funeral services, the memorial service of the former stalwart leader Mamawini Madikizela Mandela.